Here's why Red Dead Redemption 2 will not be getting a Switch port. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out this year, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those high port games. And it's definitely not because the console self-destruct when playing it. We might have Breath of the Zelda fans, Nintendo fans may have Breath of the Wild and Skyrim to satisfy open world needs, but there's no doubt some of the owners with this console daydream about thoughts of playing the game on the system. And according to Nintendo America's Freedom Reggie, it isn't totally crazy to have the game on the Switch, but he said, well, Red Dead Redemption 2 is something that the company will be interested in having a Switch. He said, we would love to be able to beat out, but Red Dead had been in development for the years. Time created any communication for Nintendo Switch. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is not coming to the Switch not because it will explode the Switch or something. It was because the game was in development before the Switch was even conceived. Red Dead Redemption 2 was probably in development when the PS4 and the Xbox One were in the early stages. I probably expect GTA 5 to be coming to the Switch, and of course it'll be harder for the Switch to come on the Switch because they'll have to pour it down for 360 like graphics, but it's coming. The other third parties are coming on Switch. Any game for the key third party coming outside well before the conversations about Nintendo Switch. But what happens moving forward, we'll see. And how Red Dead Redemption not being able on a platform. At least get the first game on the platform. It'll be an easy port. The first Red Dead Redemption game. But the Switch pushes the second game pushes the PS4 and Xbox One to the limits. Playing this movie with our series contestants to the technical horsepower is more capable than we give it credit for. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not coming to the Switch, but you can easily just play Breath of the Wild and just be satisfied playing that game or Skyrim on the Switch. The game is not devoid of open world games. There's several games you can play on the Switch that are open world. And no, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee does not count as an open world game. Okay, that does not count. And there's many games already coming out on the Switch next year, and water games coming out on the Switch next year. And the Switch has a ton of games coming out next year already, such as a Crash Bandicoot game and a sequel, a Yoshi game, and a Fire Emblem game. There's a lot of Switch games the Switch is already getting, and some games are worse than others, like Fitness Boxing. Who'd want to buy that in the first place? Fitness Boxing. That's a Switch exclusive, that of all. But you can get games like Mortal Kombat 11 and Team Sonic Racing and Crash Bandicoot Nitro Racing was releasing, which are exactly releasing a month from each other. So the Switch has a lot of games coming to the console next year. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is not coming to the Switch because Nintendo simply said we didn't have the time to negotiate a Switch port. That's why Red Dead Redemption 2 will probably never come to the Switch at all.